So in this video, the luxury poverty trap. See the title, hit the like button, and this hits home because I'm assuming that we've all been there, where we are buying things, purchasing things to look a certain way. I noticed that everybody does it. Everybody, whether it's a car, clothes, house, basically don't buy it unless you can afford it. Bottom line, that's all it stems down to is unless you can afford it, don't do it.
Fly private? Yeah. Shh. I ain't flying private. Spirit. Put me on Spirit. Exit row. Window seat. That's all I need. Long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private.
When I bought my first luxury car with my dumb ass, I went and bought a BMW and I already had a Honda. Paid off Honda. Paid for Honda.
This is where you went wrong. You went and bought a luxury high-end BMW on finance and you had a paid off Honda. Now, how many people in this world will keep the Honda, will basically be more drawn towards the Honda than the BMW? A very small percentage, because a very small percentage of people actually think with common sense and they use their brain. Now, there's a lot of people out there that think, oh yeah, I've got money, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, I'll just go buy a car on finance. But then when shit hits the fan, your income is gone. How are you going to afford to pay that? Now you're living to pay that. Most people are living to pay things anyway, because the money that we earn, it goes straight back to these companies and corporations. The rabbit hole goes deep, you know.
You make $40,000 a year, but you drive a Hellcat.
I don't know who need to hear this, but buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace. Buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace, man.
A lot of people are saying this now.
And I'm talking about the white one. Like, what's the lowest you would take for this?
The lowest I can do is probably 75K.
75. Okay, that's not bad.
You ain't go buy
When
that
I
shit.
saw this clip of Ocho Cinco talking to Shannon Sharp and how, you know he made good money. He played football for a few seasons, or for a while, I should say. You know he made good money. But when he said that, hey, I'm not taking a private jet, I'm not flying, first class, or I'm going to take a Spirit flight. What?
Fly private? Yeah. Shh. I ain't flying private.
So that shows you that the people that are doing it, they're doing it just for show. Because anybody with common sense knows that you've got money, and if you keep up a certain lifestyle, the money will dry up, and then you're left in the shit, you're panicking. This is smart. This guy is smart. And the fastest way to go broke is to keep up with this flashy image to impress other people. That's all it's for. Man buy a flashy car to impress other man, or to get girl, or because let's face it, they think, oh yeah, let me buy this flashy car now and I'll get girls with it. But those girls got the same brain dead mentality that you do, because they're impressed by that. Somebody that isn't impressed by that, you're not going to attract them. So yeah,
Spirit. Put me on Spirit. Exit row. Window seat. That's all I need. Long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private. Why am I driving a Ferrari? Why am I driving a Rolls Royce and I'm Ocho? Oh, we talk about jewelry and watches and chains. Never bought real anything when I was playing. Never. What was the point? I went to Claire's.
For all you do?
Yes. For what? What am I doing it for? Why am I buying a $50,000 watch? $80,000 watch? What time is it real quick, please?
It's 28 minutes to 4.
How much that cost me?
It didn't cost you nothing.
Because time is free. So what I'm paying for?
Right.
For what? But everybody's caught up in image and looking a certain way and being rich.
What he just said there with the watch, yeah, I can understand it. Whether you buy a G-Shock or a flipping Rolex, they both did the same thing. Same thing like with the paid off Honda or the BMW. They both do the same thing, but one looks better than the other. So this is why people fall into this trap, into thinking, oh yeah, I need to go buy a flashy car, get myself in debt for it. I can't really afford it, but I can afford the payments. So fuck it, I might as well do it. You live once. That's majority of people's mindset, is that, oh yeah, I live once, so why not do it? But like I said, if shit is the fan, you go broke, what are you gonna do? Those people that you showing off to, they're not gonna come to your help. They're not gonna help you. friends, all kind of shit.
It's pointless. You know how hard it is to live like that all the time, consistently, and be fly every day.
Yeah.
Jewelry and listen, eras of rappers. Think about the era before us.
Right.
Everybody was flashy, stunned, and after 10 years, what happens?
Go broke.
They ain't flashy, they ain't stuff.
No, you can't. It's impossible to sustain.
Right.
It's impossible. People, social media, people, they think the cure and the fix for the problem is, well, give me more money, I'm gonna be all right. Well, the more you make, the more you spend.
Right.
If you have no discipline and no structure.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time. Well, just give me more and more. No, the more you get, the more you're gonna spend. And people ain't gonna listen because we are caught up in looking a certain way, living a certain way, trying to appease others who don't really care nothing about you.
Yeah.
Just to say, oh, I got it. I done saved what? 83% of my salary. I don't need validation from nobody on the outside. That's another downfall. In society, we always need validation and acceptance from others. Don't try to live a lifestyle that you know you can't afford.
Right.
You can't do that.
You wouldn't expect that. You would expect that, okay, he's making money, he's going to spend that money. But no, he made wiser choices in order to keep that money in his pockets and to feed his family. Now, you know he has a big family. So he made some good money choices as far as, at least that's what he's telling us, saving his money.
How you make $40,000 a year, but you drive a Hellcat?
The car costs more than your annual salary. It's crazy when you think about it. It's literally insane when you think about it. And the thing is, right, is that there's loads of people like that where they would exceed their annual income just to look like they've. Oh yeah, I've got money. Oh, bro, it's crazy.
Every weekend buying drinks, but your credit card's maxed out. How can you afford to go on vacation when you ain't paid your car note in 2 months? Baby, your car about to go on a permanent vacation to the repo lot. We can't be having a lobster appetite on a ramen noodle budget. It ain't gonna work. I got the newest and freshest outfit down to the socks, and I ain't got no money in my checking account. What sense does that make?
None.
And I know because I've done it before, you know, trying to live above your means and impress people, and it just ain't it. I'd rather have people care about the content of my character first. It just ain't worth it to be fronting all the time and pretending. The truth gonna come to the light eventually. Do not spend all your money trying to impress people. They don't care that much anyways. The only person you should be trying to impress is yourself every day. So just remember this weekend, drinks are not on you. Get somebody else to do it. Save your money.
You got to do what's best for you. One of the people that I was listening to today, she was like, it's really silly to buy a $100,000 car and your salary is $100,000. So that means most of the money that you make is going to go to that car payment because you're not, more than likely not, paying that car in cash.
Mouse products are up to 50% off this Black Friday.
And I'm talking about the white one, like.
And that's another thing as well, is that savings. A lot of people do not have sufficient amount of savings in their accounts. Now, I've been guilty of this as well, where majority of your money you end up spending it. So now, the solution to that, I recommend, is to put it in an account that you don't have access to. Cut up the card and all that. Yeah, just transfer it over, and you don't have access to look at it, because if you can't see it, you're not going to use it. It's all psychology in this financial money game thing, man. I swear.
What's the lowest you would take for this? The lowest I can do is probably $75K. 75. Okay, that's not bad.
I literally just realized. Look, the guys that look at the expensive things with absolutely no money in my account. $12.67 account balance, but you're looking at £75,000 car.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, in that color, yeah, that's not bad at all. See, I'm not even really thinking about getting the Rolex today, but you say this 100% pure gold.
Yeah.
100%.
So how much you want for this?
The whole necklace is just a
Yeah,
charm.
like this whole thing with the the gold and the white gold on there. I like that whole thing on there.
Something like this, I probably let go for about $1,500.
15. That ain't bad at all. 15. Yeah, I might be able to do that. 15. Yeah, I want to see how it look on me though. How much they say they wanted for this?
They're looking for $140 million.
140
cash.
It's not bad. I might be able to do that.
The thing is, right, is that what they've also said is that if you have to ask for the price, you can't afford it. You already can't afford it if you have to ask how much it is. That means
you want to make sure that you are.
That means that you're already contemplating about the price and how much it is, and whether you can afford it or not.
Spending your money wisely, and that you have a good nest egg, you are saving, you are investing. And I also need to talk to myself because I need to put more money in my savings account. I'm not joking.
Same thing what I'm saying.
Some say that your car note should be 10% of your income. So if you're making $100,000, your car should be $10,000 because you can easily pay that off, right? But a $10,000 car, where are you going to find that? It's going to have to be a used car, and it's going to have to be paid in cash.
I don't know who need to hear this, but
But there's nothing wrong with a used car. See, this is the problem with people. I've bought a brand new car once. I think it was a smart car that I did buy. That was brand new. I would never do that again and I was lucky enough to get rid of it for the amount that I owed. So I can't remember how much I owed, but I think, I managed to sell that car exactly, just a little bit over what I owed. So I was smiling out of that after with that situation, but I would never do it again.
Used car off Facebook Marketplace. Buy that used car off Facebook Marketplace, man. Me personally, I've done it 2 times. I bought a old Toyota Avalon. I think it was like 2003 year. Bought it for $1,800. Y'all, I had that car for 4 years. I did not have one issue with it.
See?
All I had to do was change the battery one time.
See, I go buy these high-end cars.
That's all I had to do. I had that car for 4 years, y'all. When I got done with it, I gave it away. Why did I give it away? Because I basically got it for free. Bought it for $1,800. Had it for 4 years with no mechanical issues. You can't beat that. Now, I drive a 2005 Honda Accord. Y'all, go to my other page. I made a video about this. I drove this car from Texas to Virginia. People said it's going to blow up. Let me show you. Hold on. It currently has 219,874 miles.
God damn. The thing is, all these modern cars, they're not going to touch anywhere near that. Most of these new ones, they touch 100, they start falling apart, the engine's knackered. You have to change major parts. This is the thing. Back in them days, they actually built cars to last a long time. And that's the proof. And certain brands as well. You notice how you mentioned Toyota and Honda. I might need to get me one of them because,
Still no issues. I'm still running. Y'all, this was almost a year ago when I did that. I done had this car almost 2 years. I drove it from Texas to Virginia. I done drove it from Virginia. No mechanical issues. I'm chilling. Y'all, these people are lying to y'all when they say these old cars will cause you issues to the point where you'll spend more in maintenance than to get a new car. That is a lie.
It's bullshit.
That is a lie, y'all. Especially if you get a Honda or Toyota. You got to do your research now. Don't just go buy an old car on Facebook Marketplace and say, D'Angelo told me to do that. No, you need to do your due diligence. I bought Toyota for a reason. I bought Honda for a reason because I know those are reliable. It's being proven time and time again. But yeah, man, do it, man. This ain't for the people who care about how the car look and what they drive. Now, I don't care, man. Give me a little slider, man. I'm good. I'm saving my money. I'm good with it.
But a lot of times we see those shiny objects and we want them so bad, and we're like, you know what? I will finance it, even though it's going to cost me 5 years of interest, 5 years of my income, whatever. It's going to be high. But you're willing to go that route because it's shiny and it's new and it's calling me and I want to show off and keep up with the Joneses. No, you don't. Find yourself a nice used car. It's reliable. And I hear that a lot of these new cars are breaking down faster than the older cars. So find yourself something old.
When I bought my first luxury car with my dumb ass, I went and bought a BMW and I already had a Honda. Paid off Honda. Paid for Honda. But I let people pump my head up and believing I needed a better car. So what did I go do? I went and got a better car. I didn't want to pay for 2 parking spots. I didn't want to pay for insurance for 2 cars. And I felt like I didn't need a second car. So you know what I did? I sold that Honda. Stupid. I should have kept that car. That was a good car. That was a good car. I missed that car. That car gave me no problems. None. Zero. All I did was change the oil.
That's a cry.
So I went ahead, bought a BMW. A year and a half later, that thing stopped on me on the freeway at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
Almost
God.
got me robbed. The fuel, not the fuel pump, a pump, something combusted. And it went vroom, and it stopped. 4 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting on the freeway till 6 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Month later, the fuel pump bust. That's when the fuel pump bust. After I got it fixed the first time. Magically, the warranty was up. Magically, there was some warranty that covered it. And I'm blessed. That's why. Because I did not have that money to fix it. They fixed it. The fuel pump bust, I took it back to the dealership. They magically had a warranty to fix that too. Like I said, I'm blessed. Didn't have the money. They fixed that. The next day, I said, I can't afford this car. I can't, because if it keeps breaking down, you know what bright idea I had? Let me trade it in for a car 2 times more expensive.
Oh my God.
But I leased it. So I'm like, okay, when the lease is up, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. But you're caught up in a cycle you can't get out of. Because you know what's going to happen after that 3 years was up? I'm getting an even more expensive car. I'm just wasting money. I was in that cycle for so long, I missed that damn Honda. I would give anything to get that Honda back and get the hell up out that cycle. It's a terrible cycle.
That's what the problem was.
I am not flexing and flossing and stunting for nobody else.
So this is what I'm saying. Now it's become a wave where a lot of people are waking up to their financial mistakes, and there's actually a few guys on YouTube that I follow, and they basically talk about this, preach this on practically every video, where they're saying, "Oh yeah, you need to make better financial choices. Get rid of that fancy car. You don't need it. It's a waste of money." So yeah, you guys, comment your thoughts down below on this, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.